Hello guys, this is my new video about the new train update. Now the first thing I want to talk about is probably what you can hear in the background is of course the rain. I think it's a quite good addition that they added rain into this game. It makes the game that much more beautiful. It makes it feel more chill in my opinion. And as well it adds itself a lot to the map itself. Of course, as you can see there's a rain effect on all the items and gloves and agents, and of course as well on the ground. As you can see, there you can see the rain dropping on the ground. You can see the light reflecting the rain as well. As you can see, if you sit a little bit longer in the rain, there will be a lot of water on the skin as well. And as well, if you walk inside, you will see that the rain slowly over time goes away. Just as should just makes sense. If you wait like maybe 5 to 10 seconds, it should all go away. As you can see, the gloves are pretty wet and over some time they'll get dry. As you can see, the skin is almost completely dry as well, and it just adds so much more to the map. It makes it so much better. Of course, you'll see some FPS drops. I played it myself on this map quite many times, and sometimes the FPS would drop from like 180 to like 120 or like to 100 in span of 1 second. So it's not the best map when it comes to optimization, but so far it's good enough in my opinion. And as well, the rain sound effects are not annoying at all. They it's not like you can't hear some steps in the game because of the rain. It's just in the background. Of course, we're gonna talk about both the bomb sites, bomb site A and bomb site B. First, we're gonna talk about bomb site A. In my opinion, it's a nice upgrade compared to the old train, because as you can see there's much more space compared to the last train. Like the right side of A side will get very like tight over here. It will be hard to walk around, sneak and try to kill people, which is in my opinion it works both ways for CTs and Ts, because Ts have much higher chance of picking someone off. Meanwhile, cities, they don't really have that much to hide, but they have a lot of space. So when the Ts will go outside, they will have quite equal fights, in my opinion, because there's a lot of like open spaces where they can't really like hide. So most of them terrorists, they will need to commit actually into a fight to take over a site, which in my opinion is just quite good design of the map, in my opinion. So there are some places to sneak where you can sneak around like this, or you can stay here and just wait for terrorists to cross just to destroy them all the way from here. Or you can wait here, wait for them to come from A main to the red train, and you can just sit here with an AK or with an op and just try to kill someone. Of course they can throw a molly at you and you might get screwed, but still it's better than, in my opinion, better than what we had in the last train. Now let's go to Bombsite B. Now Bombsite B. Bombsite B, in my opinion, it's made even better than the last time, because there's a lot of free space, in my opinion, where you can just makes the fights more engaging. As you can see, there's a lot of open space. The Ts have like a lot of cover from this side, as you can see. And cities, they don't really have that much cover, but they can hide like this, or they can sit like this and try to pick terrorists off. Meanwhile, before, cities had quite a lot of space, like here in the middle, when there over here used to be a train. You could just go hide behind the train, peek a little bit, left, right, and you could go to the oil train and push from here. Your other teammates could have pushed from the right, and the cities will have quite a lot of control, in my opinion. And T's will have a lot of space to hide as well. But now, because they removed the train here in the middle, it makes it feel much smaller, in my opinion. The bomb side B feels smaller, but more open, which, in my opinion, is great design. Of course, they removed over here this you could walk here before, of course, but they put this here, which in my opinion is a great idea because then you can watch ramp and you can be quite safe, and then the guy from connector can actually watch top for you and he's quite safe as well. In my opinion, like this map is just amazing. It just shows like how much of a potential there is with CS2 and Source 2, of course, which I'll be talking about in a second. Made it much more open, which makes it more engaging into fights and more like, oh, let's hide behind every other train and make CTs uh, check everything and waste their time. Now there's less to check, which means there's less time to lose while trying to retake the site, which makes this map much better in my opinion, especially this bomb site B, just like bomb site A, like I just showed. Of course, there are different places like Ivy that I didn't talk about. The Ivy itself is much bigger, which makes it once again much better to play in my opinion. Cities as well have many more spots to camp from. Like for example, before, if you were defending Ivy, you would be in a really quite in a quite sticky situation where you would need to like watch out from here, you would need to watch out from here, maybe from behind. There was a lot of places where you could get killed and it would be like in very tight spots. Now like you can just stick to here, like watch over here like this. If you have an op you can watch like this or watch like this. Of course someone could come out of here and just kill you, but usually there are teammates that will of course help you. Before it was much harder as well. This is a nice spot to camp in, where if you want you can with op you can like watch over here or watch over here, or if you want you can just hide over here like this and you won't die from a main. You can just camp over here. Just gives you a lot of ideas how to where you can like whoops. There's a lot of places where you can just hide and defend. Like of course you can camp here in a corner, but there's a chance if the terrorists push and get A side, they can kill it from here. I had a situation where I jumped over here and I saw like two guys standing there in the corner. I killed them both. It happened to me once. And that's all for Ivy. The last thing I want to talk about on this map is Popdog. Of course, as you can see, and you heard probably from other content creators, this spot for Popdog is removed, and now you have to walk over here, of course. Go downstairs, and you have to go this way to Popdog. I like this approach much more because before we would need to jump down and like we had to sacrifice one person to like kill the other city, or you were just better and you just destroy the city guys. But it was a quite big gamble. Meanwhile, now you can just walk, shift, don't worry about anything, just peek them slowly, try to pick them off. If you're still shifting, then you don't really have to worry much. It's important to check this corner sound because they can just stand like this, and it might, if I'm right, if we go to third person, oh, I can't even use it third person for some reason. Oh, there we go, it works now. As you can see, you can just hide behind it, behind the wall, and they can just peek you like this. So it's better to not to make any noise, because if you do a little bit of noise, then they're gonna know that you're coming here and they'll just wait for a good moment and just spray you down. So Popdog, in my opinion, got a huge buff because it makes it much more fair for the players to just it makes it much more fair. For the fights are much more fair compared to cities. Cities could just run, jump in Popdog before and just wait for you, and if they were first they would have much bigger advantage. And as well, like I said, the design of the map is beautiful. The map makers did a great job. The last thing I want to talk about the map itself is the lighting. With the new Source 2 engine, it really shows how good of a lighting we can have in this game. It's just amazing in my opinion. As you can see, these lamps over here are so bright that it hits this red train, and you can see the red reflect on the rails of the train and on the ground itself. And as well, if I get close to the train itself, it will change the color of my skin, which I think it's an amazing thing because it just shows what the Source 2 engine is capable of. As well, if you go on the top of the train and you go stand right over here, you can see how hard it reflects the light from the train. It makes my skin completely, not completely red, but it gives like a red effect. It looks, the rain looks like blood literally, and it, of course, the clothes are reflecting the light as well, which it just makes it. It just shows what this game is capable of. As well, if you just go to like very bright lights, you can see how hard the white, for example, reflects. It literally looks like a flashbang. And that's the small thing I want to talk about in this game. It just shows on this map how lighting is important. It just makes the map look that much better. It makes it look that much better, in my opinion. It's an it's a great detail. I hope we get more stuff like this in the next maps. This is just like the new standard, in my opinion, for the CS2 maps. It shows what the Source 2 engine can do and what can it just can make better for the game itself. The last thing I want to talk about for today is the new guide system in practice mode, where you can toggle on guides for smokes, for nades, and of course there will be some custom made smokes for you, like this, for example, for Ivy. Sadly, on the train, there's only 4 smokes that you can learn so far. And it's only for T site, so I'll show I'll show you the first one, and it shows you like 2 circles which you have to match perfectly, and then it tells you like aim at the top of the stack of cans on the roof, then jump throw, and it tells you jump throw, so you know as well. It shows you how to do it. Just aim in the middle and you jump throw, and it lands perfectly in Ivy, just like that. I think this is as well like the new standard for the CS2 maps, just to help the new players to get used to the map, so it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm trash at new maps, so the only thing I can do is aim and shoot. That's all they can do, and this just helps a little bit for the players to make the games more engaging. As well, it explains to you over here like, oh, you need the radical tick to be on -2x. So as you can see, I'm aiming over here like this, jump throw, and it just works perfectly. Same here. This one you just have to aim, and you have to put it on -1y. So that's what we're gonna do, and boom, it lands in Pop Dog, as you can see on the mini screen. And this one as well, it says to put it on -2x, and it lines up just like that, and throw, and the smoke should land. And this is the new thing, which I think it should have been always in the game, just to teach players like beginner smokes, not too hard smokes, just some simple throw smokes or like jump throw smokes. As well, if you need to, like, if you wanted to do it faster, all you can do, for example, for the Pop Dog smoke, you have to see this yellow spot over here, go into the middle where the Pop Dog spray is. So you're gonna line it up like this. You can just throw left mouse click if someone wants a faster version of this, for example. Same with here. All you have to do, you see this window, you aim at the right side of this window, you go up, you hit this edge, and then you just jump throw, and it lands perfectly as well. Oh, actually not. I'm sorry, I ruined it. Let me do it again. Needs to go a little bit more to the left, I guess. And now it should land. I mean, it still covers the side, but you can throw it like this, and it's a little bit faster. You don't have to wait. And with this one, if I'm not wrong, what I had, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a let me get an op for this one. When we get over here, there's a like this small thing that holds this pipe. It's hard to see because of the text right now, but if you're in the game, you're gonna see it much easier. You're gonna aim at this, then you go aim to the left. As you can see, there you have these like triangles over here. You want to aim at the middle of this triangle. So you go over here like this to the left, and you just left click, and the smoke lands at the same spot. So this is a little bit faster version of throw the nades or the smokes, but it's you don't really have to like master it. You can just do what the guy tells you. Just master these smokes forever, and you'll have much easier time on T side, of course. And I hope they add this more to the other maps. It will be quite useful, so that players can get a little bit better at the game. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video, and bye bye.